We can't all jump buildings or even stop a speeding car. We don't fight supervillains or fly off into the stars. We don't all wear capes, have sidekicks, or even a best friend. But we know where it starts though, and that's usually where you end. And we could be bigger than Batman if we wanted to, bigger than the bombs we're going through. For every little lie you believe that's true, no, there's a superhero inside of you. Bigger than Batman if we wanted to, bigger than the bombs we're going through. For every little lie you believe that's true, no.
Hey, Ricardo, how you doing tonight, man?
Good.
Good.
It's an honor to be back.
Always a pleasure, my friend. Always a pleasure.
Of course.
So, what's been happening? More of the
I
same.
don't know. Just
getting blown away out here in the wind. This has been the worst few days,
Yeah.
man. I'll tell you what. It's been,
oh my god.
This has been bullshit. This, I mean, for those of you who don't know what's up in
Yeah.
northern Wyoming, this is some crap. I mean, I saw on the news we had gusts of like 90 miles an hour.
Yeah.
I mean, I thought
No.
I thought it was gonna blow my damn window off.
No, it was insane because earlier I took the kids and Elena to McDonald's quickly.
Yeah.
Fuck. I had to make 3 trips back to my car just to bring them inside without the wind blowing them away because it's like.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You got to, in like, go out to Walmart.
Yeah.
You always got to park facing.
Oh, yeah.
You don't park the other way. Your door will get blown right off.
Yeah.
I hate driving around with my trailer. I was supposed to go down to Pavilion this last week, and you go see a guy down there, Pivot, that runs. He has a trading post down
Yeah.
there, and he's into a lot of the same things I am, as far as out there hunting fossils and bones and shit. And
Yeah.
but I wanted to take my dirt bike with me. There's no way.
Yeah.
I'm not driving down the road at
No.
42 feet long with 70 mile an hour winds.
No, it's not worth it.
Especially through that canyon down there.
Yeah.
I mean, you never know what's going to come tumbling down in there.
No.
So, Pivot, I'll get down to you maybe this week. We'll see.
Yeah, it depends on the wind. So, and right now we're in windy season, so it's like.
Well, yeah, and you never
Yeah.
know when it's going to, when it's going to snow 4 feet either. That's the other thing in that canyon. I mean,
Yeah.
it snows and then it piles up on top and then it melts. And that runoff, and then you got erosion, and then those big
Yeah.
boulders come down. I mean, there's been a lot of. I mean, I know growing up there wasn't many accidents on that thing, as far as concerning the, big huge rocks.
Yeah.
But in the last couple of years, there's been a number of them. I mean, and those things are like the size of freaking
Oh,
houses.
yeah. Yeah.
We're not talking about like a boulder like the size of your car. It's like, I mean, I went through there a few years back, and one had dropped, and they just had one lane of traffic open, and they were sitting there with jackhammers
Oh, yeah.
trying to chip
Yeah.
that thing away because there was no other way to move it. They were trying to get a crane in there, but they brought the crane was coming from south. Well, they couldn't get the thing through
Yeah.
those tunnels. It was right on our side of those tunnels. Oh god!
Oh my god.
You like driving on that thing right there.
Yeah, no, but
I mean,
see, it was like 5 years ago. We were gonna go down to Mexico. It was only Alicia, me, and Andrew. We're gonna drive to Denver from here, and then from Denver is fly down to Houston, and then Houston to Mexico. But I swear, the drive from here to Denver took us 14 hours because we were stuck in the canyon in a rock accident for 3 hours.
well, and you can get caught up down there too. Outside Cheyenne.
Yeah.
It gets really bad. Or they can close the road off.
Oh,
between
yeah.
Shoshone and Casper, and then you're like stuck. I
Yeah.
mean, they go out there and they put that arm down across the
Yeah.
road, and they're just like, "What do you do?"
No, I went down to take care of my immigration papers, and on the way back, they had closed the road from Cheyenne up.
Yeah.
So I decided to drive through Casper. No, I decided to drive through Laramie up to Casper. Oh my god.
Oh, so you went like, oh god, what's that called? Muddy Gap.
Yeah.
Yeah. That can be terrible.
Yeah, it took me like 4 hours just to.
Yeah. Yeah, or you can go that way and then go like up through like Rollins and then.
Yeah.
But you still, it doesn't.
Yeah,
you
it
never
doesn't
know.
matter. Yeah.
That's the thing around here. I mean, you know what, and everybody around here understands. I think that you've got to have, like, if you're driving a passenger vehicle,
Yeah.
you better have good winter tires on there.
Yeah.
And probably a good idea to have something with 4-wheel drive.
Yeah.
I mean, I was driving the other night and they pulled their classic, first snowstorm of the year trick where they let it just fucking dump 6 inches
Yeah.
and just leave it alone. you know, I mean, I went out to Walmart and I come back and I'm taking a ride
Yeah.
down there by the Sierra Trading Post, and I've got my truck in 4 high. All right, I mean, my truck does pretty well in this.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a big truck. I mean, I was in the other lane.
Yeah.
I mean, thankfully it was 11 o'clock at night, so I was in the other lane. I couldn't help it,
Yeah.
and I went around the corner slow. I mean, and you know, you sit there and you watch it, and they don't do a thing.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm going to go on my soapbox a little bit right now. Speaking of which, because I just had to pay a city bill at my shop the other day.
Okay.
Right? So, in 2 months, I used $9.37 worth of electricity at my shop.
Mm-hmm.
Now, my shop does have a bathroom. However, the bathroom is set up on well water,
Okay.
and it's not potable, which it doesn't matter. It's well
Yeah.
water, so it's not city water. So the only thing that I use through the city of Cody is electric. My bill was almost $230.
What?
And I only used $9.37
Water.
worth of electricity.
Okay, electricity. Yeah.
Under $10. And so there's $225. I think it was $235. I mean, I emailed the mayor. He got back to me. I haven't read the reply because sometimes I just don't even like reading
Yeah.
what people have to say to justify it. I mean, it's not his fault.
Yeah.
Obviously, I don't think that he implemented these policies, but I've known him since we were kids.
Yeah.
I mean, and we used to always tell him he was going to be the mayor, and now he's the mayor. So I was like, well, you know what? I know the highest guy in the city, so I might as well just get at him.
Yeah.
I should just probably open that up and take a look at it and see what he had to say.
Sure.
But I
Well,
just think the city of Cody's the biggest gangsters on the planet.
Yeah.
I mean, I pay $97 a month in taxes and fees
Yeah.
just to be hooked up to electric. Now, they don't have to do anything.
Yeah.
All they have to do, one person flips a switch to turn
Yeah.
the electric on. $9.37. Now, I had missed the email from them, so I was obviously a month behind, but that month was $4 and do the math.
No, it's
$9.37 divided by 2. I mean, really, you're going to threaten to turn me off over that?
what the fuck?
It's because they want their damn taxes and fees, and that's
Yeah.
the problem with this country.
But again, it's not $200 just in.
I know it was $9.37 worth of electric. That was it, and my bill was $235. I mean, what am
It's
I paying
crazy.
for? And they said, well, for recycling is one of the charges. Where's the fucking recycling in Cody? There's no recycling here
Yeah.
unless you take your shit to
Yeah.
that
You have to
dumpster,
take it to a
that
recycling
dumpster
center.
over
Yeah.
there, and then sort through it yourself and throw it in that thing.
Yeah.
And I think they just take that thing out to the dump and probably just roll
Yeah.
it right off in there.
No, but it's like you have to sort it out and then get rid of it, and that's how they recycle in Cody. So it's like,
And you have to pay for that.
yeah,
You have to pay for doing the work. Now in the city, yeah, you do have to. But I mean, I know when I lived in bigger cities on the West Coast, it was just part of your everyday life.
Yeah.
You had the different bins that were issued
Yeah.
you by the city.
yeah,
Like we had a blue one. It was for glass, and we always had that thing overflow because, I mean, they give you a milk crate and you got 5 dudes living in a
Yeah.
house. You think you're going to overfill the
Oh, yeah.
glass bin? Come
Every
on.
time.
I mean, come on. And
But-
then they had one for like cardboard. And
no, but it's funny because I
Plastic.
swear ever since November, it's like my mother-in-law looks at me and she's like, "Why do you take the aluminum cans to dump them?" She's like, "You can dump them in the trash here," and I was like, "You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna start dumping them there because it's like, why the fuck do I take them to the recycling center if it's like trash? It's like,
well, and within the city, they charge you for that,
Yeah.
even though they don't give you a bin for it.
yeah,
I mean, it's fine. You want to charge for doing it, then do it. You know, I mean, like, I know when I lived in Seattle on trash day, we had a yellow bin.
yeah,
We had the trash, and we barely had any real trash. Cause
Yeah.
we would go, I mean, all the plastics would go in one bin. The newspaper would go
yeah.
in another.
It's the same with us in
So,
Maryland.
I mean,
Yeah,
the aluminum would go in one. I mean, you had it all sorted out, and they would come through and just take. And then the thing is,
Yeah.
if you paid a city bill there in Seattle, they had what they called transfer stations.
yeah,
And you could go to the transfer station and just show them your bill, and they would say go, and you pull in, and there's big concrete
yeah,
buildings with huge dumpsters in there, and I mean you could just throw it all in, and they had people that would that were working, and they
Yeah.
would sort it out. So, but they did charge you for it. So even if you had more than could fit in the bin, you could still get it recycled
yeah.
for free. I mean, they charged you on your bill, obviously, but I mean, there's a difference between doing that and actually providing people with the means to do it,
Yeah.
as opposed to here.
Oh my God.
Where you have to, take everything and throw it in your vehicle, drive over there, and then sit there and figure out which bin and what goes where. And I swear to God, they probably just take that thing and just drag it out to the dump and just dump it all in there and bury it anyways. Who cares?
But yeah, I sort of like my mother-in-law looks at me and she's like, "Why on earth are you taking all that trash to the recycling place? It all goes to the same place." So it's like,
It does. And then they have the one day a year when you can go and you can take paint and
yeah,
I always just tell customers, they're like, "What do you do with old paint?" I'm like, "Take the lid off of it, leave it outside if it's summertime.
yeah,
It'll all harden up, take it, throw it in a dumpster."
yeah.
I mean, it's not going to, what damage is going to do? I mean, that landfill is a filthy mess. I mean, I ride my dirt bike by there almost on a daily basis. And but it's a landfill. I mean, that's.
No, but I swear, it's like my in-laws always looked at me like, "Why the fuck is he going to the recycling place?" Until I actually decided to listen to him, and I was like, "It all goes to the same place." It's like,
right. Yeah.
Okay.
And then you go out there. What's crazy is you go out there to the dump, I mean, I've gone out there and they've asked me crazy questions about the stupidest shit. Like I had this old clapped out weed eater in the back.
oh my gosh.
I tried to fix it. I got a new one. I was just like, it's not even worth it at this point. It's just a headache. I could have probably fixed it eventually. I'd had to buy, obsolete parts or whatever. And, just another headache. And they're like, "Well, does it have any fuel in it?" I'm like, "I don't know." And the lady's like, "Well, you can't bring it in here."
Yeah.
I don't know. And I'm like, "Well, I don't know." I said,
I just want to get rid of it. It's like,
it's really as a little bit of fuel
yeah,
in this huge expanse of waste.
yeah,
Really? And she made me turn around, and
oh my God.
and so I had to drive back into town. And I took the thing and I dumped
the fuel.
I dumped it into a paint can, and there was like this much in there.
Yeah,
I let the paint can sit there. It evaporated away. And I threw the paint can in the trash can.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, it evaporates away. It's like it's not going to go down.
no,
That whole thing is lined with clay. The landfill is.
yeah,
I think they even spent a bunch of taxpayer money to go in there and put a liner down. I think they did years back, if I remember right.
Yeah, it's true.
I could be mistaken, but anyway, I just had to get off on that tirade because that really pissed me off.
Yeah.
I'm sitting there looking at the bill and it's $9.37, and I got to pay them $235.
Yeah, no.
What the fuck is going on here, you gangster? And then they're threatening to turn off my service down there. It's like,
what?
Really? Over $9.37. I could have gone out to my ashtray in my truck.
Yeah.
And found $9.37.
Oh yeah.
I wouldn't have had $240 in there.
No, but I think that I have like $25 just in the ashtrays of my car because it's like I always double the change. So it's like,
I've got a big
yeah,
fake crayon that's like, I don't know, 3-4 feet tall. And when that thing gets full, it's usually about $1,000.
yeah,
It's getting up there now. It's always a fun time to go and change that. And
Yeah.
It's like, hey, all right. It's like, come on, kids, who's eating tonight? But this is part of the systemic problem in this country is things like that. What the fuck do they need that money for? And then so here's where we come back, where we make it full circle, because we were talking about the roads not being plowed.
yeah,
And so for $9.37 worth of electricity, it cost me $235. And these fuckers can't go out and run a fucking snowplow.
yeah,
And they do it every fucking year. Every year. And it always happens, it snows after it's been warm, right? So that asphalt out there, it maintains the heat. So the snow starts. Well, what's it do? It melts as soon as it hits. Well, then that asphalt starts to get cold. And when it does get cold, it gets cold in a hurry. And then it just freezes all that. And then you got a sheet of ice. And then they just let people drive all over it, over town, and for a week or so. And then you see them out there
yeah,
skidding their stupid fucking plow blade across the thing, chunking out big old fucking potholes. And then, you got to change your ball joints, your tie rod, everything every year because your suspension just takes a beating. Your tires get beat to fucking shit, and and they're sitting down there like playing cards.
Yeah.
I mean, as soon as it starts snowing,
That's the moment when they should get out.
but
Yeah.
I'll tell you, when you see them, there's no shortage of them out there running around the highways and the roads and shit in May and June.
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh, yeah.
I painted a ranch down in Matisse years back, and I mean, we were out there in May and June, and you'd see those guys on the highway every day. They got the plow up, they're driving down to the end of the road, and they're going back. We would pass them all the way down, all the way back over to work. I mean, every day, and it's like, dude, it's like 85,
Yeah.
90 degrees. What do you?
Yeah.
What are you plowing out here? What are you? But
Yeah.
The wintertime comes around.
Oh, yeah.
No. They're not going out there. Goddamn, they gotta play gin rummy and drink coffee at the fucking shop.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's fucking
and that's-
stupid.
So that's where your taxes and fees go. So, anyways, that's enough of my rampage. If any of y'all out there that live in this fucking cultural metropolitan epicenter of the planet,
Small metropolitan.
yeah, oh no, this is a big.
10,000 people. It's
There's
like,
like big things going on here.
yeah.
I don't know if anybody else has a problem with that. I certainly do. I think it's bullshit. I mean, oh, and then I also pay the $97 a month
Yeah.
on my house too.
Yeah.
So I've got two places that I get to pay that. So every month I'm forking out $194
Yeah.
for taxes and fees.
Yeah.
To do what? Drive down a shitty icy road
Yeah.
with potholes where I fuck up my tires and my
Yeah.
suspension and fucking ruin my truck. Thanks, City of Cody. Guess what? You fucking suck. You fucking suck.
Yeah.
Really, you guys are the biggest gangster fucking motherfuckers around. You're just as bad as insurance agents. As far as I'm concerned. I'm thinking about starting my own insurance agency.
No, but you know, it's like once it starts snowing bad, I just park my car down the road because it's like, I'm not going to drive it up there. It's like fucking crazy.
Yeah. It's like fucking Jumanji out there.
Yeah. It is. It's fuck.
Then you throw the deer in. I'll tell you what I did get though, and I'll give you this advice, Ricardo. You should get some deer whistles because I know you have a problem
Yeah.
with the deer.
Oh my God.
Deer whistles are awesome. I can prove it to you.
Okay.
The other night I'm coming home, and there's the little
Yeah.
little baby fawns and like a doe, and there goes our camera, and we're back.
Yeah.
So I just put these things on, and I missed one by maybe that much. Coming
Yeah.
back from tent sleep a couple weeks ago, and it froze them in their tracks after I put the deer whistles on. They stopped, and they were just, and I went by, and they did not move.
Good.
So I think I got them for like $7 or $8 at AutoZone or something like that.
Okay.
$7.80. It's you just put them on the
Yeah.
front bumper. I swear to God, these things. I mean, they just didn't move. So we used to have them on our work trucks back in the day. We never.
So
did deer.
you drive your truck and they don't move once they hear the whistle?
Right, it's like a dog whistle. Like
Okay.
it's a high pitched sound. It's outside of a human
Yeah.
being's hearing range, kind of like like a dog whistle, where you can blow on that thing and people don't hear it, but dogs do,
Okay.
and it stops them. I mean, it's not going to do any good if they're already in the road.
Yeah.
I mean, but if they're already in the road, hence the phrase "deer in a headlight." They're not.
No,
gonna
but
move
what I
anyway.
hate is when you see them on the side of the road,
Yeah, and this
and then
stops
all
them.
out of nowhere they jump in the middle,
Yeah,
and you're
and
like,
this-
what
this-
the?
This freezes them.
Yeah.
And they really do work. I mean, we used to have them on my old employer. He had them on every truck that he owned.
Yeah.
And I never really even realized it. But I mean, we'd go by deer and they would just,
Yeah.
they weren't moving. I mean, sometimes it's like they hear you coming in there, just like instinctually they just run out there.
Okay.
And it's like, I mean, talk about a stupid animal. I mean,
No,
but they're smart enough up here to use the crosswalk.
yeah. No, but it's good that you told me because I'll probably stop by AutoZone tomorrow and get myself
You
one
should.
of those. Because
I swear to God, I mean, I was really surprised because they were actually coming. I mean, I saw them and
Yeah.
they just, I mean, and the person in the truck with me was like, this deer just stopped. It's like, yeah, deer whistles. So anybody out, hey, use the deer whistles, people.
yeah.
For $7.80, you can save yourself a lot of.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, yeah.
I swear, my car could be like totally fixed now. It's not.
Well, once you get the radiator busted out,
Yeah.
I mean, it's never the same truck or it's the same car.
Yeah.
I mean, my buddy was talking to me today about that, and a guy he's been working with, had some lady run into him, like head on, just, and no insurance,
Oh my God.
and he's got a 2019 Ford diesel, and just cornholed the fucking radiator. And I told him, I was like, dude, tell your partner, man, that
Yeah.
it was $16,000 worth of damage.
Yeah.
I was like, if he gets it, get it fixed and get rid of it, because
Yeah.
a vehicle is never the same after you do something like that to the
Yeah.
radiator. I mean, especially those diesel. I mean, trust me, you know how much headache
Yeah.
I've gone through with mine.
Oh my
And
God.
I haven't even been in a wreck with it. I mean, you get one O-ring inside of that thing that's messed up, and it can just cause you
Yeah.
ultimate problems. But anyway, so yeah, deer whistles, people, $7.85 at AutoZone. It's a pretty good investment.
Oh yeah.
A whole lot cheaper than a radiator, a bumper.
Oh my God.
I mean, what are they getting at an auto body shop for a bumper? One of those plastic bumpers on a Jetta.
Yeah.
$600, $700, $800
Yeah.
installed for $1,000 maybe.
Yeah.
For a piece of plastic. Wait till you hit the
It
next
is
deer.
crazy.
Yeah, and then you hit the next deer. You gotta,
Which is what happened to me. I hit 2 deers in one night. One was right in my house, and the other one was at the end of row 3DX. I was like, what the fuck? 2 deers. The same night.
have you hit a third one yet? Get the deer whistles tomorrow.
Yeah.
If I go to AutoZone tomorrow,
Yeah.
if I go there, I will grab you a set of them. I was asking the kid in there, I said, are these things worth a shit? And he goes, well, people seem to like them. I was like, all right, fine.
Yeah.
I was like, you're getting me for $60 on this wrench over here. I might as well throw in a set of deer whistles.
Yeah.
But
No, I'll definitely stop there tomorrow and get myself
no,
one. So.
they work, man. They do. So anyway, word to the wise.
Yeah.
And then get yourself a snowplow on the front of your vehicle if you live here. I remember a couple of years ago, my driveway was so bad.
Yeah.
I mean, it just turned to ice so quick. And I mean, I had a drift that, the little retaining wall out there.
Yeah.
It was almost to the top of that. I mean, I had to put my truck in 4-wheel drive. And I mean, I'd come in and I'd be parked like
Yeah.
this. And then I had my son's grandfather come in with his Bobcat. And he was out there just taking runs at it with his
Yeah.
blade. He couldn't even break it up. I mean, I'm out there with a grinder trying to sharpen, bevel the edge on the
Yeah.
bucket on the thing. I mean, he's just like, I don't know. I said,
Yeah.
hell with it. I mean, it took till June.
Yeah.
And that was because they didn't plow anything, so all
Yeah.
the snow out on the road just blew right in there,
Yeah.
and I couldn't keep up on it. There was no way. I mean, thankfully, my neighbor owned a heavy equipment shop, and he came up here with a front end loader one day, and at least plowed out in front of both
Yeah.
of our houses.
No, see, I hate the city of Cody, the people who plow the roads, because they plow all the way to the end of road 3DX, but they don't plow anything after that. So it's
Right.
like
Yeah,
everyone else who lives after that is like, you're on your own.
yeah. No, I watched. There's a guy. I'm not going to say the name of the company because I don't want to slander or libel anybody. But that year, I watched this guy in town that has a company, and he was charging these little old ladies up here in the neighborhood like $300 to for a 30 to 40 foot driveway to take his Bobcat and just pull the snow out. And he's just leaving it out in the road. It's not like he's putting it.
Yeah,
in,
that's
he's not
bullshit.
doing any- $300. I mean, that same year, my aunt and uncle, they got.
I mean,
they lived down on the end of the road.
did he
out
keep
on-
clearing it over and over, or it was just one time? And
that's just to get them out because it snowed so
fuck that.
bad that these people couldn't get out of their driveways. It was bad. That year, I bought a snowblower, and so. I mean, and even then, it was hard to keep up on.
yeah,
And $300. I talked to the little old lady across the street. She said she paid $300.
for one time.
That driveway no longer than mine.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's nothing.
I paid $300 to get my aunt and uncle out, and they live out on Cooper Lane off of one of the drives out there. And it goes and he plowed out not only the whole lane, but he did every single driveway
Yeah,
coming out of there for $300. I thought that was fair.
yeah,
I mean, I ran into the guy in the bar that day. I don't know. I mean, I know that my aunt and uncle were happy because they were like, "Thank you," Because I mean, I talked to my aunt. She's like, "We can't get out." I said, I'll get somebody out there to take care of it." And my buddy went and did it. But I mean, you're talking about that's a half a mile lane, and you've got there's probably 10, 12 homes.
Yeah.
I mean, and he did every single driveway for everybody
Yeah.
for the $300.
No, see, my neighbor thankfully owns a snowplow, so
Yeah. That's
so
cool.
he's been coming over and plowing us out whenever we need it. But yeah,
Yeah, I don't know. It's almost worth it to have one.
Yeah.
You make a lot of money,
oh yeah,
but it's almost like, I don't know, you almost feel bad about doing that, you know? I mean, you know, it's one of those businesses where you're kind of thriving on the misfortune of others.
yeah,
I mean, I can understand some of the neighborhoods, they have a, whatever you want to call it, a covenant or
an agreement.
an HO fee,
Yeah.
HOA fee, you know, that everybody in a certain neighborhood pays this much a year, and it takes
Yeah.
care of grading the road and then having it plowed, and you know, everybody chips in like $400 a year or whatever. I mean,
no, but
that's not a big deal, but when you have people extorting
Yeah.
old ladies, you know, I mean, it's like, come
That's
on,
bullshit.
Come on,
Yeah.
dude. It's like, you know, I mean, I guess I don't know.
no, I couldn't do that because it's like if
I
you got
wouldn't
the
do it.
plow in your house, it's like, and you have an old lady living in front of you, it's like,
by herself.
yeah, it's like you just go
She's
dig her
got
out.
no way. Yeah, it's like it really it legitimately takes
Yeah.
a matter of minutes. If you have
Yeah.
a bobcat, I mean, you pull in, you put the blade down, you
Yeah.
back blade it out, back blade it out. you
Yeah.
know, take it off the side. I mean, you're out of there, and I mean,
5 minutes
Yeah.
stops.
yeah, 5-10 minutes, you're done.
Yeah,
And then you leave the lady a Merry Christmas note. And
Yeah.
you're going down the road. You know, go find the guy that's a dickhead up the street
Yeah.
and screw him over. But, come on, take care of your elderly
Yeah.
people. Especially, I don't know. I don't know. I've had to go over there and help her out from time to time with things
Yeah.
with the snow and stuff where it's piled up and she's really nice, you know?
yeah,
I'll go over there and clear out whatever she needs with my snow shovel or whatever. I've got the leaf blowers and shit like that they do work
Yeah.
pretty well if you get on it before. And she'll come out and try and give me money, and I'm like, no,
no,
It's like,
yeah.
no.
No, it's
I said,
like-
make my kids some cookies.
It's like there's this lady that lives in my neighborhood. She's like 88,
Yeah.
and she lives with her retired son now. I mean, he's like 68 or something.
Oh gosh,
Or-
that ought to be a barrel of monkeys in that house.
Yeah, but I mean, we always
Price is Right is always on.
no, but it's like we always dig them out because it's like you're not gonna extort them for money. It's like, come
Yeah.
on, give me a freaking
Yeah.
break.
No, it's pretty sad when people do that type of shit, man.
Yeah,
I mean, and that's the thing. I mean, we live in a small town. You shouldn't do that.
yeah.
You shouldn't. take
For
advantage-
starters,
Shouldn't take advantage of people like that. I don't know. That's just me.
yeah. No,
I mean, I guess if you need it that bad, but
no.
Most of
Even
them
then,
don't.
even then, I'd be like, out of the goodness of my heart, it's like it couldn't allow me to do that because it's like, what the
right.
fuck?
I mean, yeah. The way I look at it, I mean, if you had the equipment,
Yeah.
okay, go out and make what you need to spend, on your fuel.
Yeah,
And obviously, you're going to have maintenance costs when you go
Yeah.
out and you're putting that hard work in on a machine. You're going to have to do maintenance on it, but you don't have to. You don't have
No.
to go, you don't have to go hard like that. And and that's the way people are these days.
yeah.
I don't know.
Sadly,
What do you do? Same with the city of Cody. Fuck off. Fucking city of Cody. What a bunch of fucking jerks. I mean, what a bunch of gangsters. They're just as bad as insurance people.
yeah,
And like I was saying earlier, I've been mulling this around. I thought, okay, and don't anybody out there take my idea here on this thing, okay? This is my idea. If a person was to take and start their own insurance company, now you have to go through all the, you got to go to school.
Yeah.
What do you have to go to school for? To extort somebody? I mean, the gangsters, the mafia's been doing it for years.
yeah,
Insurance is the same thing as you sending your henchman into the corner store in the city and saying,
Yeah.
look, you got to pay for protection. And the guy's sitting there with the little corner bodega going, well, what for? Well, we want to make sure nothing happens to you. So,
Yeah.
you got to give us, on the juice, you owe us $200 a week.
yeah,
Well, if the guy doesn't pay it, then they go in there and they fuck his store up.
yeah,
Well, insurance is much the same.
yeah.
Now, my thought is if you were to start an insurance company,
No,
and it would take a lot of investment money to get this going like that. But
Yeah.
if you were to say, listen, here's the deal. You're going to pay your yearly premium up front, right? So say you've got liability, you know, $600 a year.
Yeah.
I think is about the average for liability, just liability.
Yeah.
If you don't have any claims in that year, then your insurance rolls over for the next year and it's still good.
Yeah.
You would have, okay, and if you do have a claim filed, guess what? Your premiums are going to go up just like they normally would.
Exactly.
And you're going to have to pay for the following year.
More. A little bit more.
Right.
Yeah.
But you're going to have to pay. But for those of you out there that don't have anything happen, say you got full coverage, right? Say you got a vehicle that you just purchased for, I mean, good God, who knows? It's $60,000, $70,000 now for a new vehicle, right?
Yeah.
I mean, the last truck I was paying off when I had to have full coverage, it was a lot of money. I mean, and I never got any accident. I had somebody throw a rock up in my windshield and I didn't make a claim on it because I didn't want my premiums to go up.
Yeah.
I mean, and that's silly because I've been paying all that money.
Yeah.
It's a windshield. It happens. I didn't pay. I didn't even put in a claim because I knew that my premiums were going to go up.
Yeah.
I think if somebody were to start an insurance company like that, now I don't know what the legalities are, but I would think that you would have almost everybody on the planet buying insurance from you.
Yeah.
And I would think that you're going to have enough people that are obviously going to get into pinches every year. You got people out there that, let's face it, there's bad drivers out there.
Oh my God.
There are some goons out there, man. If you could get over to County 9 over there, man, and get people, you'd have a lot of them over there, I would think, because those, nothing finer than a Niner.
In County 9, which is
Lovell,
yeah,
Basin, Grable, Bighorn County. It never fails too, man. I mean, I remember living on the West Coast and you'd have somebody doing something fucked up out there on the interstate or something, and you'd fucking pull up and I'd look over and just go, oh God.
Yeah.
It's a fucking, how'd a Niner make it to Portland, Oregon?
No,
you're like, what the hell is this guy doing out here?
It's the same. So if you work in Maryland, I mean, you are constantly driving in traffic. It doesn't matter if you are driving at 3 a.m. because there's traffic on the road. It's like just constant traffic, no matter what time of the day it is. It's like,
crazy accidents. I mean, I know the last time I was in Atlanta, I think I flew in at like 3 a.m. and I got to drive up to Athens. It's like 3 a.m.
Yeah.
And we get a rental, and we get on the interstate. I mean, and it's like 8 lanes through Atlanta.
Yeah.
And I mean, just even trying to merge onto that. Yeah. And I rented I don't know what the hell did I rent. It was a brand new fucking Mercedes or something. I mean, I'm a country boy. I drive Ford trucks around. I get in that thing, the key, there's no ignition.
Yeah.
I'm looking at this thing going, and
oh no, it's
my
like,
wife at the time, she's like, you just set it down and then you just push the button. And I'm like, huh? And I mean, I can't even figure out how to put this thing in gear. I'm trying to figure out.
It's like my Jetta. It's like, it doesn't have a key. So you just get in and that's it. It's like.
It's like that time I rented a Tesla out in Seattle. We had that for like 4 days. And that thing was crazy. I mean, you get within like 15 feet of it and the door's unlocked.
Yeah.
And when you walk away from it, you don't lock them. You just walk away, and once you get a certain distance, it just locks it. And I tell you what, I got in that thing. I had an upgrade, and I'm sitting there looking at like the BMWs. I'm looking at like there's some Camaro convertibles.
Yeah.
There's some nice ass cars down there. I'm like, I got a free upgrade to whatever I want.
Yeah.
And I look at my daughter. I'm like, what do you want to get? She's like, that one. And she points to a Tesla S, 4-door coupe, four-door. Yeah, 4-door sedan. And I'm like,
what?
I look at the man. I'm like, okay, dude, I guess we're taking that one. We get in, and I'm like, look at her. I'm like, what the fuck is this shit? I'm thinking it's gonna be like a Prius, right?
Yeah.
Because I'd driven a Prius previous summer, and that thing was stupid.
No, the Tesla is fucking fast.
It's faster than shit, dude. I couldn't believe it, man. And the thing, it's controlled by a damn. I mean, it's like something, just like this, only a little bigger. It's. I mean, that's it. That's the thing.
Yeah.
It's just a damn tablet. I'm sitting there, and we get out on the I-5, and I'm like, well, let's see what it'll do. I'm not thinking. I just. I'm thinking it's just going to go.
No.
Threw my head back in the seat. My daughter, same way. We're both laughing and screaming. I mean, those things are crazy fast. We get up to my buddy's house and pull in, and he's a diesel guy, man. Just like, what in the fuck? What in the hell are you driving? I said, I threw the key fob.
Yeah,
at him. I said,
it's
let's
like,
go.
try
let's
it.
Go. We got out there and holy shit. There's some videos out there that are pretty funny of guys
Yeah.
taking their family out. Especially some of the ones, they got some of them now that are just,
Oh yeah.
I mean, 0 to 60. And I mean,
And now, you know, it cracks me up that Tesla moved from California to Texas. It's like,
right. Everybody's gone to Texas.
yeah.
And now Texas is all fucked up. Not that they weren't before,
Yeah.
but they're even more fucked up.
Yeah,
now,
it's true.
especially Austin. They all went to Austin, as if Austin wasn't bad enough already.
You know, it's funny, but if I move somewhere in Texas, it's like, I'd probably move to San Antonio, just a smaller city. I mean, it's still a
Yeah.
city, but it's like,
Yeah, I don't even know. I don't think I would even. I don't think I'd even contemplate moving to Texas.
yeah.
No Texas, no Oklahoma. No,
What?
nothing.
I'm just kidding.
I don't think so. I maybe New Mexico.
Yeah.
No Arizona,
No.
unless it was like maybe I don't know.
No.
Yeah. New Mexico.
Come on, why don't you move to Utah? I'm just fucking kidding.
God,
Oh my
yes.
god.
Utah.
Idaho.
Idaho's not bad. I'd move up to. I'd move to like Kellogg up
Yeah.
in the northern part.
Yeah.
Kellogg's cool as shit. Kellogg's awesome. Coeur d'Alene.
Or Washington State, but like the eastern side, yeah.
Yeah.
Spokane and yeah.
Yeah, and Eastern Oregon's like that too, like LeGrand and
Yeah.
Pendleton, and I mean it's a lot like this
Yeah.
out here. It's like they're two different states.
Yeah.
You cross the mountains and it's. I know we used to always go out to Central and Eastern Washington when I lived in Seattle, and we'd get out there and they'd be like, "You fucking coasties," you know, we'd be like, "You fucking hicks," you know.
Yeah.
Like Ellensburg, I remember there was a story out there when I lived there. There was this guy that was like selling meth. He was like selling meth to kids in Ellensburg. And these fucking ranchers, they fucking scooped him up one day.
Yeah.
And they threw him in a truck and they took him up in the middle of the mountains and they fucking stripped him down, covered him in honey, and they tied him to a
Good.
fucking tree. And the bears came and got him.
Good.
I mean, that's how they do business out there.
Yeah.
We used to go camping out there all the time. It was always good. I enjoyed it because it reminded me of here.
Yeah.
People are a lot. I mean, they're like-minded out there. It's weird. It's
No,
like,
see,
it's like
yeah,
each
it's like
state-
two different states. It's
It's
like,
like Northern California and Southern California.
Yeah.
It's the same way. You get north of San Francisco and it's a whole different place.
yeah.
And then in San Francisco you don't want to have a business.
Yeah.
I mean, it's ridiculous. These people. They said that they made the other night there was 11 different burglaries, and these ones were all these orchestrated young people, and they're not going in and these are not people going in and like going into a grocery store and taking necessities that they need.
Yeah.
They're not going in and like stealing like cases of water and food and diapers and shit like that you need to get by.
Yeah.
They're going into Louis Vuitton. They're smashing into Nordstrom's. I mean, right there in downtown San Francisco, there's a nice spot right
Yeah.
downtown where they've got all these big stores, and they're going into jewelry stores, and they're just banging.
It's
and
like they know
smashing.
exactly what's worth how much, and yeah.
So there was 11 of these smash and go robberies that were obviously orchestrated because these people were they would like tape their license plates off,
Yeah.
and they were parking in front, and these people were getting out, and I mean, there's tons of them. And they're getting out and bashing through the windows, going in, bashing the glass cases, taking it all, and leaving. And out of these 11 different robberies that happened that night, they made 14 arrests. 14. And they counted one that they said there was over 20 individuals involved in it. They were all the same.
Yeah.
I mean, they were straight up. I mean, you should see the footage of it. It's crazy. I should see if I can pull it up.
Oh, it's okay. You'll show it to me later. It's fine.
No, and they passed that Proposition 47, which is a no bail, right?
Yeah.
And so people know that even if they do happen to be one of them that gets arrested, they're just going to get like maybe a citation.
Yeah.
And then they're going to get cut loose, and they're not going to show up at court. There's going to be no repercussions from it. They're not going to pursue them.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just,
It's a fucking joke.
it is. And I mean, that's what happened with that fucking guy that ran those people over in Wisconsin.
Yeah.
He ran his wife over at a gas station 2 days prior to running over those 6 people at that Christmas parade in Waukesha, if I pronounce that right,
Yeah.
Wisconsin. He was out on $1,000 bail. He ran the mother of his child over at a gas station. He ran her over. That is attempted murder.
Yeah.
In my mind.
Oh yeah.
And they were fighting. It wasn't an accident. He did.
Oh,
he did
that's even worse.
He didn't fucking start the fucking vehicle and then accidentally put it in drive and oopsie daisy.
Yeah.
It's the mother of his kid. Runs her over. Gets arrested. Out on $1,000 bail.
And then he decides to run over 6 people.
Has domestic violence charges. Absconded from a bunch of shit in Nevada. He's a sex offender. Goes up, pulls up towards that parade route. The police stop him and say, hey, you can't go this way.
Yeah.
He acts the fool for a minute, and then just slams on the gas and takes off. They fire shots off at him. They don't hit him, and off he goes to the races. They had already been called about another deal with this guy just a while back. Like that same, I mean, they hadn't even been able to respond to what he'd done previous to the parade. And here he is, and then he goes right through there, and he's just, I mean, and then the mainstream media just calls it, Darrell Brooks Jr. was in a crash.
What?
When you run...
Six people.
When you murder six people and injure 40 plus more...
Yeah, it's not a crash.
It's not a crash. When you drive through a Christmas parade at 65, 70 miles an hour, however fast he was going, I saw the footage, he was hauling ass. It's hard to watch.
Yeah, because there's people getting run over. It's like...
Yeah, and the sound of somebody getting hit with a vehicle at a high speed like that, it's not a pretty sound.
No.
It's not a pretty sound. It's not like what they make it out to be on the movies. And it's like when, like when there's a fight on the movies, and you hear the sound of somebody getting socked.
Yeah.
It doesn't sound like that in real life. When somebody gets stabbed, it don't sound like that in real life. None of it sound. It's gruesome. Violence is gruesome in real life, man. It does not... Hollywood is exemplified.
That's exactly why it's Hollywood. It's part of the movie. It's like...
Right. And then you got a cat like this, And there's nothing... And then he said, he's being dehumanized he's being demonized and dehumanized in jail.
What?
This is what the guy says. And he gets in front of the judge and he's crying. And he blatantly had anti-white sentiments all over his fucking social media about how he hated white people. And the minute it happened... I said it to a buddy. I said, wait and find out. I said, this guy is somebody that he's involved with BLM and he's pissed off about Rittenhouse and that verdict.
Yeah.
And he's going to go try and do some damage to some white people. But nobody wants to talk about that.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to look at that and say, hey, that was racially fucking motivated. Kyle Rittenhouse's shit was not racially motivated. He came out and, he said he supports BLM. And he shot a child molester, a wife beater, and a lying piece of shit. All who went after him first.
Yeah.
He didn't initiate that. He's out there with a medical bag trying to help people. He's trying to help the rioters and looters.
Yeah.
And
yet he's the bad guy.
They don't want his help. They want to go after him. And then you got this guy who pulls what he pulls. And then the other one have you seen fucking Juicy fucking Smollett?
No, I haven't.
You know the story about Juicy, right? Juicy is a gay black man.
Okay.
He was an actor on a show called Empire.
Oh yeah.
Okay. 2 a.m. He goes to Subway to get a sandwich in Chicago.
Okay.
Gay black man, 2 a.m., Chicago, Illinois. Okay. I don't think there's a lot of people out there that are hating on a gay black man.
No.
And what do you 2 a.m. going to Subway? It's the middle of the winter. The footage, it's snowy as fuck. Chicago's terrible. They call it the Windy City for a reason. It's just as bad as here.
And what on earth is a Subway doing open at 2 a.m.? It's like...
Well, yeah, it's a city.
Yeah, but it's like...
Well, the thing is, okay, so there are these two brothers, right? They're Nigerian.
Okay.
Two brothers. They're Nigerian. And their names are, and I'm probably going to murder this, but it's Osunharo brothers, right? Juicy writes them a check for $3,500 and throws some cash down. Now, the day prior, they do like a practice run. And what he wants them to do is attack him. And he wants it to be racially motivated. Okay, these two dudes are from Nigeria.
Yeah.
They're black men. This is Nigeria.
Yeah.
Are there white people in Nigeria? Sure. These two brothers happen to not be white men.
Yeah.
So on the footage, it shows them walking down the street this night. Shows them going into like a hardware store. They come out with "Make America Great Again" hats.
Okay.
They buy a length of rope.
But they're black, obviously. So
Right. But they buy a length of rope. And the rope that the police footage was released today. I'll have to show you this later too. The rope that was around this guy's neck. Okay, so here's what he says. He says they accost him, they beat on him, they dump bleach on him, and then they put a noose around his neck,
okay.
and then they take off. What? So he gets back to his apartment, calls the police, and they show up. He's standing there. He's wearing this sweater, the ugliest fucking sweater. I mean, for a gay dude, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I mean, gay dudes usually have pretty good taste.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? I'd take fashion advice.
Yeah.
From a gay dude.
Oh yeah.
I mean, straight
10
up.
out of 10
Straight
times is
straight
like-
up, man. I mean, they look at you and go, geez, Lord, what are you wearing? Like, what can I do?
Yeah.
I mean, really? I mean, I got no problem with that.
No.
Shit,
No, it's like
they know what's up.
if I were to trust someone with advice, it'd be a
On
gay
fashion,
person
yeah.
because it's like,
Yeah, am I going to talk to my homeboy that I'm sitting there working on a truck with, or am I going to talk to
Yeah.
this dude over here that, I mean, you know, it's like if I'm going out on the town or whatever, it's like, hey, help a brother out, man.
yeah.
What do I need to wear, man? Get rid of this, get rid of my Los Pollos Hermanos t-shirt.
That's an awesome T-shirt. by the way.
I always love
Breaking
wearing those.
Bad.
Yeah, I love wearing that because
Yeah.
you walk by somebody and they see it and they see
Yeah.
a nice shirt and you're like, yeah, you know what's up.
Yeah.
But so anyway, so the police show up and he's still sitting there and he's got the noose around his neck, right? And
Yeah.
so the body cam footage from the police is just, it's ridiculous. They're like trying to, they're like, these guys, these are Chicago police.
Yeah.
And these guys see, I can't even imagine what a Chicago police officer
Oh my God.
sees on a
Yeah.
day-to-day basis. You can only imagine. I mean, it can't, oh God, I'd like to sit down and interview
Yeah.
the city of Chicago
I
police
mean,
officer
it'd
because-
be insane. It'd be like fucking crazy interview. 'Cause-
Oh, it would be.
yeah.
And so they're sitting there, they're like, what the, you know, and so they start trying to take the noose off of him. It's this skinny little, it's like, little, I mean, it ain't, I mean, it's just like this shitty fucking, like, quarter-inch,
Okay.
like, garbage fucking, like, it's like baling twine or something.
Yeah.
And it's wrapped all around him all weird, like the noose is tied all fucked up. And everybody in the media is like, believe Juicy. And it's like, wait. You know, and supposedly these two guys told him, this is MAGA country, get out of it. Okay,
Chicago. Yeah,
Illinois
it's
is
like-
not fucking MAGA country. Ron fucking Emanuel is the goddamn mayor.
Yeah.
Fucking Barack Obama came out of there. I mean, Jesus fucking Christ. Anybody ever been to fucking Chicago?
Oh my God.
Chicago ain't
Yeah.
fucking MAGA
No,
country.
it's a.
I mean, Trump
It's
has
a
fucking
place
hotel.
friendly for black people. I mean, it's like, yeah, it's like,
And,
what the fuck?
And it's a fucked up mess. It's the murder capital of the
Yeah.
fucking country. And Democrats have turned that fucking. I mean, I mean, it's always been a cesspool out there. I mean, even with the mob, but I mean, they were the first ones. I mean, Mayor Richard Daley
Yeah.
was, I think, the first one to get caught up in voter fraud out there. He had dead people voting for him. And I mean, Chicago's always been just a.
Yeah.
It's always been kind of a corrupt cesspool. You know,
Sorry,
but,
it's
I mean,
just-
but yeah, you don't. I mean, you got two black dudes in MAGA hats from fucking Nigeria, putting a noose around the neck of another black
Oh my
man
God.
and dumping bleach on him, and telling him it's MAGA country.
What the fuck?
And they're on camera getting the fucking MAGA hats at the hardware store.
Yeah.
I'm surprised they even had MAGA hats at the hardware store in
Yeah.
Chicago. I mean, I don't know what area of town it was in, but I mean, Chicago's.
Oh my God.
I mean, you know, it's like, and now Juicy, you know, he's on, his lawyers are they're trying to say believe Juicy, and you got these idiots from The View, these fucking stupid
Yeah.
ass fucking idiots that
Whoopi
Joy
Goldberg
Behars
and,
Whoopi
yeah.
fucking, who gives a fuck what she has to say? It's like, go make another fucking movie or something
Yeah.
with Ted Danson or what was it, Sister Nun or fucking whatever
Yeah.
the fuck. Get the fuck out of my face. That Joy Behar, she's about a fucking ass clown. Oh my God, some of the shit that woman said. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Is she married?
I don't think so.
Could you
Yeah.
imagine coming home to that?
No.
Having to deal with that? I don't care how much money she makes.
Yeah.
I mean, dude, you'd have to be one sorry motherfucker to be hooked up with that fucking shit.
Oh yeah. Oh my god.
That woman is fucking just terrible.
Yeah.
She's absolutely horrendous. Good God. Just about as bad as that fucking Joy Reid, dude. She's she's terrible as well. They're all bad.
They're all the same. Yeah.
They're all bad. It doesn't matter. I mean, that's why we say what we say, because you know what? Here's the thing. I think most of us are getting fucking sick and tired of this horse shit.
Yeah.
The fact of the matter is the people of this country, the actual people, the ones that aren't on camera every day, we're good people.
Yeah.
We all care about one another. We don't give a shit about the color of our skin. We don't
Nope.
give a fuck. We honestly care about people.
Yeah.
We do. I mean, this country is a great place to live, and people honestly do take care of each other.
No, it's
now,
like-
are there bad people out there?
Yeah.
Certainly.
Like in every country, it's like
You're going to have that. It doesn't matter race, religion, whatever, the sexual orientation. You're
Nope.
going to have people that are assholes. And to take people that are assholes and then take whatever class they fall into and then demonize that whole class of
Yeah.
people because you have some assholes, it's just not right, you know?
No.
I mean, you want to go back to slavery? Yeah, slavery was a fucked up
Yeah.
mess, dude. That's not good. But you know what? We managed to get out of it in a very short period of time.
Yeah.
Whereas a lot of civilizations, it went on
Yeah.
and on and on. Are there racial disparities in this country that
Yeah.
need to be addressed? Certainly there are. And I'm the first one to agree with that.
hey, I'm in a racially diverse, not diverse group, so it's like.
Right. And, you know, and I mean, and
But let me say, even being Latin, I mean, I still love being an American now because it's like it's part of who I am now. So it's like
right.
I wear it with pride. It's like
Yeah, and that's the thing too. Is that's the whole beauty of you know, the idea of America is that it doesn't matter.
yeah,
You know, I mean, did the whole thing start off in kind of a mess?
yeah.
No, yeah, but you know, I mean,
That was 250 years ago.
right. And it's unfortunate, but the thing is I believe that it got straightened around, and I'm not going to say we straightened it around because it's just as silly for somebody to call me, you know, say that my ancestors were slave owners when,
Yeah.
when they weren't. But to say that, it has nothing. I mean, that would have nothing to do with me. Say my family was from the deep South, and they
Yeah.
did, and they had slaves. Well, I've never had slaves.
Yeah,
My parents never. I mean, so to say that you came from, you know, people that made those, and the thing is, those were Southern Democrats,
yeah,
and that's neither here nor there. I mean, it was a bad thing. Nobody's
Yeah.
going to deny that. Nobody's going to deny that slavery was fucked up. I mean, but you've had it go on everywhere, and it doesn't justify it.
No.
But I think that as a country, we got out of it in fairly short order. And are things still fucked up? Yeah.
yeah.
They are. There's things that are fucked up.
But it's
But
like
you know
everyone
what,
as a
here's the
country is
thing,
trying to make it better for the people
Right.
being affected. So
Right, you know, and like you look at the riots and shit that went on in Kenosha, well, that was over that kid that went and basically kidnapped the kids. He wasn't supposed to be at that house.
yeah,
He was taking a rental vehicle that didn't belong to him. He was brandishing a knife in front of police officers. We had a felony warrant out for his arrest, which made it mandatory for the police to show
Yeah.
up. They had to show up. The mother of the children called them. They show up, the guy's waving a knife around. Now, let's look at this. If that were me
oh yeah,
and I'm waving a knife around, I'm
You
fixing
know
to
what's
get
coming.
I'm fixing
Yeah.
to get shot. It doesn't matter the color of my skin.
yeah,
And especially, they're going to look at my record and they're going to go, yeah, this dude,
Yeah.
this guy, he's a ex-federal felon.
he has a knife.
He's got
It's
a
like-
knife, and we're telling him to fucking, you know, I mean, they're telling him to freeze, get down on the ground, drop the knife. They're
Yeah.
giving him every fucking possibility to like, just stop.
yeah,
I mean, is he going to go to jail? Yeah. He's going to get jammed up.
yeah,
But he's got a felony warrant. And he's basically kidnapping his own children. And he obviously doesn't give a fuck about the kids because they're in the back seat while he's reaching
Yeah.
under the seat of the car. And he's got a record like that with a knife.
oh
What are you supposed to think
Yeah.
as an officer?
yeah,
That you're just going to stand back
No,
and wait and see
no
what
fucking
kind
way.
of hand cannon he pull? That'd be the same rationale as that fucking dipshit Binky or whatever his name was at that Rittenhouse trial.
Oh yeah.
What was his name? Now I can't even remember. He had his 15 minutes of fame. That stupid fucking prosecutor with that jelly roll fucker, that ugly Chris Farley looking fucking son of a bitch. Talking about the worst prosecutors. I mean, his philosophy was like, okay, well, you didn't get shot, so you can't defend yourself.
Oh, fuck that.
I mean, it's like, how do we go fight wars?
Yeah.
You go fight a war like that, you go out and you're like, okay, as soon as you shoot me, if you shoot me,
then I'll attack.
then I'm going to shoot back.
Yeah.
So you better shoot me. Fuck no, we go out there on the offensive. You're going to go fight a war. You go out and you go out and you're on the offensive. And I mean, I don't think the police are on the offensive. They're there because you got 3 kids in jeopardy. You got a female that's already been abused by this motherfucker.
Yeah.
He's got a propensity for violence. He's got a history of violence.
And then that
warranty. Yeah. And he's got a deadly weapon.
That's
this is what I was saying earlier. I mean, like, in my pocket every day, I carry my Tennessee toothpick, right? I mean, if I'm carrying this and I'm walking around at the police with this shit and they're telling me to put this shit down and I got 3 kids in the car and I've been called in already and I got a warrant and I'm walking around doing this shit. God, no. And they're telling me to get down on the ground, drop the knife. Yeah. And I go and reach under the seat of my vehicle. Dude, you better damn well be ready to get blasted, fool, because you're going to get fucking blasted. Yeah. I mean, there ain't no fucking...
it's without a doubt. It's like...
way about it. Yeah. And then you want to burn down a city? These Antifa fucks come in there and they burn down a city. They're burning down people's car lots and businesses. Chasing around a 17-year-old kid who's trying to fucking just provide him with medical... He's trying to help these idiots that are fucking out there hurting each other. And then everybody wants to throw a fit and say it's racial. No. It involves 4 white dudes.
Oh, my God.
Rittenhouse, 17-year-old white dude. Rosenbaum, 34-year-old child molester. Anthony Huber, I don't remember how old he was, 29 maybe. He had a litany of fucking offenses. And then the other guy the Goonie Grosskreutz or whatever his name was, I can't even say his name. He's carrying a Glock that's illegal. Yeah. Brandishes it like this. Okay. Yeah, no, that's not the right way. Yeah. Fucking shoot people. I don't care what fucking movie you watch. That's not how it fucking goes. Trust me, from a fucking Wyoming boy, you don't fucking... Yeah. You're not going to fucking do this. No. And you don't just run up on somebody. I mean, that kid, he used restraint. Yeah. And he shot and blew that fucker's bicep off. And then he comes out and lies. He tells the court that Rittenhouse doesn't level the weapon at him and shoot him until he pulls his gun on Rittenhouse. And you can watch the footage. He runs up, hands up. Yeah. And then he reaches in his waistband and pulls out that fucking piece, and Rittenhouse fucking blasts him in the arm. I think he showed restraint by shooting him in the arm. Oh, yeah. He could have fucking shot him in the head. And then the guy gets up on the stand and he agrees with what the defense lawyers asked him. Yeah. And then he goes out, like 2 days later, he's on Michael Strahan's show, and he backtracks and says, that's not what went on. How come they didn't press perjury charges against him? Yeah, you're exactly. You're motherfucker. So now you're saying that you got on the stand and you lied? Yeah. So you're lying one way or the other. So if you lied on the stand, then you should have a perjury charge. Yeah. It's either he did or he didn't. It's like, just make up your fucking mind. The video is definitive. The video shows exactly what happened. And for him to do that, I mean, what a worthless piece of shit. Yeah. Gage Grosskreutz, come out to Wyoming. You fucking fuck. You fucking piece of shit. You know? Come on out. Let's fucking talk. Let's have a little private conversation. And you can bring that little piece with you, that little candy ass fucking shit, and I'll take it from you and fucking beat your head in with your own fucking gun. Fucking moron. Lucky you only got out of that with fucking missing a bicep. Yeah, exactly. It probably wasn't much of a bicep anyway. Fucker probably had bird arms. Yeah. And he was supposedly a medic.
No fucking way.
What kind of a medic? Okay, you're in a career. Okay, if you've chosen that as a career path, then you should be there with Rittenhouse.
Exactly.
Helping people. Yeah. You should be out there running around the streets with Antifa.
With a gun.
And he was no member of Antifa out there in Milwaukee and shit. One of those fucking, bunch of fucking Trustafarian white people that, angry little fucking Trustafarian kids that, I don't know what they're mad about. I had one over here a couple years back. He was friends. He was married to one of my wife's friends, and he was over here one year for New Year's, and he starts telling me how he wants to join Antifa. What? He's a white dude with dreadlocks, right? And I hate that. I'm sorry, dude. If you're a white dude with dreadlocks, you need to get that fucking shit cut off right now. Now I got long ass hair halfway down my back, but it
Yeah.
ain't fucking dreadlocked up. Because guess what? If you're
Yeah.
if you're white, dude, don't.
Yeah.
So he's over here and he's a scrawny little shit, and he's talking all this fucking crap about how he's gonna go join Antifa. And I know he's a fucking Trustafarian.
Yeah.
Kid, right? Like he's got a nice car. I mean, he said his dream job was to fucking work like nights at a hotel. I'm like,
That's no one's fucking
your dream job is to make $8 an hour
Yeah.
working fucking nights at a what?
It's like, what are you gonna do? Just go clean up a
This
couple
dude-
rooms?
This dude,
or?
he's in fucking prison right now.
Yeah.
You know why? Because he stabbed his fucking wife. You know what else he did? He fucking held up the paper boy. All right, this guy decides, right? He's about 140 pounds soaking wet. So he's over here that night, and he starts talking to Antifa. And I look at him and I said, dude, if you're in my house, I said, I don't want to hear
Yeah,
that
no.
shit. I said, you don't
It's
know
like,
what
get the fuck
you're-
out.
I said, you don't know
Yeah.
what the fuck you're talking about, dude. I said, Antifa is a fucking organization for spoiled little fucking white kids and little Trustafarians that didn't get their way and they want to cry about it.
Yeah.
I'm like, and he got all mad at me. I said, get the fuck out.
Yeah.
And the next time he saw my wife, he was like, you better hope your husband doesn't ever talk to me like that again. And she looked at him and goes, you better hope my husband never finds out that you fucking said that.
Yeah.
And I didn't find out till after he stabbed his wife. But so he goes and buys guns, right? And dude's never had a gun. He was living down there.
And then he points it like that.
He's down
Yeah.
in a trailer park, right? And so he got one for him and one for his wife. And this dude played video games. When you're a grown ass man and all you do is play motherfucking
Yeah.
video games, dude, you're
It's
a
like,
spud.
get a fucking life.
So he was staying up all night, shit and this and that, and so he noticed that it was like whatever day the paper comes out. What is it, Tuesdays and Thursdays?
Yeah.
At like 4:30 a.m. There's a car that goes by their trailer.
Yeah.
So he's all paranoid. He thinks somebody's fucking watching us. So he just got a brand new BMW. So him and they decide that they're gonna fucking they live down there in this trailer park where there are short roads and you could park one vehicle at one end and one on the
Yeah.
other, and the guy's not gonna get out. And that's what they do. And so the guy comes by, he's just delivering the motherfucking paper. He gets out he parks his fucking BMW right across the road.
Oh my God.
Jumps out, runs up to the dude with his fucking gun, and realizes it's the fucking paper boy. And they take off and run away. Well, the paper boy knew who they were.
Yeah.
I mean, you drive by the place.
Yeah,
you see the
it's like
vehicles, you know
every
who it
week.
is. And so the guy goes at that time, the dude's working at the smoke shop, and the paper boy guy goes in there. I shouldn't say paper boy, he's a paper guy.
Yeah.
He goes in there to get a pack of cigarettes, and the dude, this fucking dreadlocked fucking moron, like fucking attacks him. Now, I don't know how this played out, because if that guy attacked me, I mean, it'd be like getting hit by like a flea.
Yeah.
It'd be like, what the
Yeah. It's like, get the fuck
fucking
out.
slap him, get the fuck out of here. Well, anyway, so that goes down. No, and previous to that, they're sitting there one night, and they got a laundry room in the back of the trailer, and this dipshit's out there. He's playing his fucking stupid video games, and he's got the fucking loaded gun sitting on the fucking coffee table. He's all high. He's high as shit. And he picks up the gun and starts fucking with it, and he fires off a shot, and it goes through both bedrooms and lodges like 12 fucking inches away from his wife.
Oh my God.
Like, he damn near killed his wife at that point. So this was before the whole paperboy thing.
Yeah.
So then the paperboy thing happens, okay? That goes down. Then they get in a fight one night, and he grabs a fucking steak knife and starts stabbing
Oh my
his
God.
fucking
What
wife
the
in
fuck?
the back. And she manages to throw his little weak ass off.
Yeah.
And he gets out and he fucking jumps in his fucking car and he takes off. Well, he's drunker than fuck, and she calls the police. Of course, the police pull him over. He's covered in blood. The goddamn house is a fucking murder scene almost.
Oh my God.
She luckily is okay because he's such a weak ass.
Yeah.
But they show up and she's got fucking pretty good puncture wounds and she's bleeding all over the place. And
Oh my God.
so of course now it's a crime scene investigation, and they go through the house and they find a bunch of like extract and shit that was divided up. There was a whole fucking slew of mess. But
Like,
I don't even know why I told
sorry,
that story. But
it's just funny because it's like, what the fuck was he thinking? It's like,
he never thought about
Yeah.
it. Dude, we when I got off probation, they went with us to a slightly stupid concert in Denver. And I told my wife on our way back, I said, we are never hanging out with these fucking people again. Because, I mean, we go to pick them up, and they're trying to bring all kinds of weed and shit in the car. And I'm like, listen, motherfuckers. I'm like, I've been locked up. I said, it's been 6 years. I said, today is the day I'm supposed to get my letter. Saying that I'm free and clear. I said, so you fucking dirt bags are not bringing any shit in this fucking car. And I'm looking at him, and I'm like, you with the fucking hairdo and your fucking goofy fucking clothes. I'm like, you're just a fucking target, dude. And I'm like, you're riding in the car with me? I said, fuck you, man. You know? I mean, we get down there, and of course, they had to go to the dispensary, and we're in Denver, so it's legal. And I mean, they went and spent, I don't even know how much money on this shit. I mean, and you know, I mean, we go down there for it's my first time to get to go do anything. And so I get like the Colorado King Suite at the top of the Hyatt Regency. You know, it's like a $400. I mean, it's not that big a deal.
Yeah.
You know, and I paid for the room. So before I rented my room, I said, listen, this is the room I'm getting.
Yeah.
So if you guys want this room, I can get you one, and you can give me the money for it, or I'll reserve a different one. And they wanted. Of course, they wanted the lowest of the low tier. Yeah. These are the people that you go out to eat with, and the bill comes.
Yeah. And they're like, oh
usually I just grab the motherfucker and give the card to the fucking, to the server. And then it's just like, I don't care. I'll just buy everybody's meal. Yeah. This fucking dude is the kind of guy that grabs the motherfucker, and he goes through there, and he's fucking over there with a calculator on his phone. You know, he's
oh my God.
He's telling his wife, "Well, you owe $13.47."
Oh my God. Do I hate that? It's like,
and I'm like, dude, give me the motherfucking check, you stupid fuck. You're embarrassing all of us.
No, that's how I am. It's like I always pay for it, and then it's like after that, it's like just give me whatever you want, and then it's okay.
Say anything. If somebody comes up and wants to give money for it, fine. I just pay for it. I don't care. I've never been that. I mean, the first time that dude did that shit, I was just like, dude, what the fuck? And I knew he had money.
Oh my God.
Another beverage, don't you, my friend?
Oh, yeah. I think I'm going to go get a beer.
Yeah, here, want me to grab you one?
Yeah, thank you.
Watch this. Here we go. Tricks.
Yeah.
Just give me that pepperoni. There we go.
Oh, good beer.
Ah, yes. There we go. Probably need to open her for that, huh?
Yeah.
See? Here's what the Tennessee toothpick Now, ladies and gentlemen, here's what the Tennessee toothpick comes in handy for right here.
Perfect.
There we go. Cheers. Oh,
look at that.
I should probably have one of those too. I think I will. They've been sitting there long enough. I bet they're cold.
Yeah, they are.
These are good. Peroni, ladies and gentlemen. All right, now you don't use this to stab your wife in the back. You use this to open your Peroni.
Yeah.
Cheers. Uh-oh.
Oh my God.
Ricardo, salute, my friend.
Yeah, salute. There'll be salute in a week, actually.
Mm-hmm. Wish I was going on that one. Oh, well, anyway.
Yeah.
Here we go. Beer break. That's good. I forgot.
I'm telling you,
This is the shit right here. Here we go. Peroni.
So good.
Nostro Zorro. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
Beer aroma.
I gotta bring you more of these on Thursday.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
God, these are good. I wonder if you can get it in a keg. Probably not.
No.
I doubt it. Not here, anyways. We got Coors and Coors Light.
Oh my God.
And Bud Light. Ribbit. I don't know. I guess we've been going for a while.
Yeah.
I don't see a time on anything, but I don't know. Is there anything else?
No, I mean,
Other things? I don't know. We went off enough, I guess.
Yeah.
What else was I don't know. I've got to look at my notes. You know, I take notes on this thing. You know, these things, people. We got notes. And
what?
Oh, you know what? Here's a crazy story.
Okay.
I saw this one today. Okay, there's a house in Tennessee, and I didn't find out the town, but I watched a little news rundown on it. These people have thousands and thousands of Amazon packages in their front yard, all the way out to the street. Why? And they just keep showing up every day. The neighbors are calling that they're not picking them up. They're not taking them in the house. The people that live in the house, they don't want to talk to the press. They don't want to say anything about it, but the whole front yard It was just full of Amazon packages. It was one of the crazy stories I saw today. I was just like, what in the, what is going on here? And they're all just sitting out there. I mean, it's Tennessee in the wintertime. I mean,
Yeah.
It rains in Tennessee.
Yeah.
I mean, and they were showing footage of these Amazon drivers showing up, and I mean, in the back of their cube vans, they're like opening up the back, and every package, every box in there is going to this house. They're packed. I mean, and this is kind of it looks like maybe a little bit out of town.
Yeah.
Because the front yard is fairly good sized, but these, I mean, I'll have to show that to you as well. They're just all the way up to the street.
What the fuck?
Thousands of boxes from Amazon. It's crazy. I don't know what's up with that, but maybe look into that if you're interested in finding a goofy story, because
It made me laugh
there's got to be
because
something crazy behind that.
last night after work, after I stopped by to see my friend, the one whose husband passed away, but I checked the mail and there's a note by the post office that said, "Oh, we're sorry we tried to deliver this package to your house, but you weren't there." I already knew what it was. It was dog food.
Yeah.
That I got online because it's way cheaper to buy dog food that way instead of going to the store.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
So I went and picked it up, and the lady comes out with like a huge box that is like bigger than she is. And I'm like, "Ma'am, do you want me to come back there and help you?" Because like,
so it got delivered to the wrong place.
no, it got delivered to the right place. But she's like,
Oh, I see.
yeah, it's like you weren't home, so we decided to bring it back because it's easier for us to give it to you here. And I was like,
Oh my God. Yeah. You should see this. This is crazy. I mean, I saw the headline and I thought, I got to see what this is all about. And I'm watching it. I'm going, they're showing the house. And I'm like, I mean, it was I figured, okay, you're going to have a house. You're going to have like a front stoop or front porch or whatever. And there's going to be, 40 or 50 boxes maybe.
yeah.
Like, okay, maybe these people went on vacation.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, because people can get pretty crazy about the online shopping with the Amazon thing. I mean, it really is easy, especially if you have the one-click buy.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you can get carried away.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been there before. I mean, but when it's right there and you want something, it's like, click.
Yeah.
That one click to buy, not a good deal. So I thought, okay, that's what we've got here. We've got somebody that, these people are on vacation. They're in a hotel. The old lady's sitting there. She's on the phone. She's bored, whatever, sitting around the swimming pool somewhere. And she's just doing one click to buy, 40, 50 packages stack up in a metal, a couple weeks. Okay, and then I saw it. I'm like, what in the... I mean... And they're stacked up too.
Oh my God!
They're like stacked up, like as high as these guys can stack them, all the way to the street. And the neighbors they're calling in. And they're going, "What in the fuck is going on?" I mean, they don't know.
That'd be my reaction. It's like, what?
Nobody knows what's in it. And it's some of the neighbors are like, "Well, some of our stuff has ended up over there too," because these guys show up. They show up in a cube van and they got 450 packages for this one person. Then they got one in there that's for the neighbor or whatever. And
I mean, they just throw it there. It's like,
I mean. It's a bizarre story.
Yeah.
We'll have to look that one up. But anyway.
Oh my God.
That's going out on a kind of a weird one right there, but look it up. Check it out. Check out Tennessee Amazon house. It'll come up and you'll see it, and it's going to, you're just going to.
I swear, the most packages that I've had delivered by Amazon at one time is like 5, and that's it. It's like.
Yeah. And that'd be like, around like this time of year, Christmas time.
Yeah, exactly.
Or because you ordered from. I mean, you try and get them all together, but sometimes you have to order from a different seller or whatever. But
but it's like, why?
Well, and nothing's getting anywhere right now. Anyways, I ordered my new camera over a week ago.
Yeah.
And I still haven't got a confirmation email that they've even sent it yet. They said, well, due to everything that's going on, it's going to take a while.
Yeah.
And it's like, we still have over 100 ships off the coast of California.
Yeah.
And fucking the Biden administration and all these idiots, they're trying to do like a touchdown dance that they think that they figured this all out.
No.
I went to Walmart tonight. Okay. My kid likes to eat ramen noodles.
Yeah.
I personally haven't spent enough time in prison. I'm not necessarily the biggest fan of ramen noodles.
No, I hate ramen noodles. It's like...
There's none at Walmart.
None?
Not a single pack. Not a pack of ramen noodles at Walmart. The whole fucking section, empty.
Yeah.
Empty. I'm like,
wow.
The fuck?
That's one of the things that they regularly get on a constant basis because it's like...
buying the shit out of them. I don't know why.
Oh my God. It's like toilet
Those
paper.
Amazon, yeah, the toilet paper thing.
Oh my god.
It's ridiculously expensive now too.
Yeah. No.
I mean,
Today.
I'm gonna start wiping my ass with a magpie. You can't shoot them, but you can wipe your ass with them.
Today I went to Walmart. And I was trying to buy the what is it? The Charmin toilet paper. There was none.
Yeah.
So I ended up buying the
Walmart brand.
not the Walmart brand, but the what is it? Northern Quality or it's like
You know what the blue Walmart brand is? The best toilet paper out there is actually from Costco, the Kirkland. I don't go up there to Billings anymore. I mean, I used to spend like $500 a month up there, and so I had the membership, but I don't go up there and do that anymore. I don't like going up there and dealing with that nonsense. That good God, you go up there. We'd sometimes get up there on a Saturday morning or whatever, right before they'd open.
yeah.
And we'd sit there in the truck and watch these people. And I mean, they'd come out and pop that door, and I mean, it was like a fucking herd of goats. They're running, they're fighting over carts.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, it's Costco.
There's cards for
there's
everyone.
enough 5-gallon buckets of mayonnaise for everybody to have some mayonnaise.
Oh, yeah.
You know, I mean, there's enough packages of. I mean, Jesus Christ, you go in there and
Yeah.
you can't get just a pack of paper towels. I mean, I think the things of toilet paper in there. And it's actually nice toilet paper.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's like a 36 roll fucking. This might even be more. It might be 40. I don't know. I mean, it's a shit ton of ass wipe. But you know what? Now it's going to be Magpie from here on out.
Yeah, no, but it cracks me up that people are like, "Oh, you just work at Walmart, so that's why you always get nice toilet paper." I'm like, "Hey, it's not my fault that I get off at 11." So it's like,
that's the Walmart perk.
Yeah,
that's why you get. Did you have people say that to you?
Yeah.
They judge
I've had assholes say that to me.
They judge
Yeah,
you for your toilet paper.
Yeah,
that's why you get nice toilet paper because you work at Walmart.
Yeah,
and they're judgier than Judge Judy or Judge.
Yeah, it's like, what the fuck is the time I get off? So it's like, what do you want me to do?
Said that to you? No wonder you have nice toilet paper.
Yeah,
you work at fucking Walmart.
Yeah, it's like they come in all upset at liquor store, and then it's like, you just get off at 11. That's why you get nice toilet paper. And I'm like, dude, I don't get off from here until 11:30.
And then you can't buy anything.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like you can make a purchase after 11 o'clock.
I mean, you can if you wait till midnight, but it's like...
Well,
it's
that's
like,
how you do get the nice toilet paper,
it's like,
isn't it, Ricardo?
What the fuck?
Fucking toilet paper. You toilet paper bandit.
Oh, my God.
You're the toilet paper baron.
You know, I don't
can't
care.
Believe I want to know who said that to you because I really want to talk to those people.
Yeah.
I want to sit them down and that would be just hilarious to have like a fucking an investigative conversation. Just have them across the table. Now, Mr. So-and-so, you have alleged that Mr. Torres has got some kind of monopoly on the toilet paper
it's
game.
like,
Mr. Torres, how do you feel about that? You know, I mean, I would love to hear that.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's like,
how can you be so fucking low and petty?
Yeah.
That you're going to come at somebody and say,
who works in liquor store?
But who gives a... You work at Walmart, that's why you get the good ass wipe.
It's like, what the fuck?
What kind of person says that? Do you know
have
any
no
of these
idea.
people?
No.
Can I call them? God, I would love to find out who they are because I would love to have that conversation with somebody. Entice them in with a roll of fucking, like a double roll of Charmin. Hey, will you come into my podcast and have a conversation?
Yeah.
I got a double roll of Charmin for
Oh
you.
my
It's
God.
the good shit that Mr. Torres gets because he works at Walmart. I mean, that's the first time I've ever heard that.
Yeah.
Well, it's no wonder you got the good shit.
Yeah.
You work at Walmart.
No, but it's like...
Wrap your head around that one. What kind of a facetious dumbass do you have to be to fucking make
It's like every time we go into crisis mode, it's like...
Is it people that come over your house? Like,
No.
do they go in and use your bathroom and realize
No.
They're like, you got that single ply fucking sandpaper shit, and this motherfucker's got this goddamn fucking quilted fucking Charmin.
Yeah.
Fucker works at Walmart. What the fuck?
Yeah.
God
It's
damn
like...
it. What the... I mean, what kind of mindset is that?
Yeah.
This is the problem with this country. Is people just like that. That is a problem.
It's like people just get upset.
Fuck?
No, this is what cracks me up. People get upset at what happens in the regular store, and they come into liquor store and complain to me, and I'm like,
I have nothing to do with it.
It's like
I'm point him at John.
Yeah, it's like I just work here. It's like
go talk to John. John's the guy. He's the PR guy.
But it's like they always come and it's like, wow, and it's like I don't have anything to do.
I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm sorry you don't know how to use self-checkout.
Yeah.
I love that one, man. I tell you what, though, I've loved this in the last year. I got that stupid Walmart Plus.
Yeah.
I love going in there now. And like tonight I went in and I just, as I'm going around, I just pull my phone out of my pocket
Yeah.
for every item. I'm just,
And that's how you pay.
and I go up and I just go up to the thing and put my phone in front
Yep.
of it. And then I just grab 4 or 5 bags and just stuff the shit in there
Yep.
and just walk out. They don't ever even ask.
Nope.
They don't. I mean, if I was a dishonest person, I could really be a dishonest person
Yeah.
because they don't. I've not had one person ask.
Yeah.
Can I? And it doesn't even spit out a receipt.
No.
I mean,
Because
you
it gets sent immediately to your phone, so it's like.
But the people aren't even sitting at the main, like tonight. Like the lady, she wasn't even up there at like the check. I don't know what you
Yeah.
call them. They're not a checker because they're. But they've got the little
Yeah.
computer thing. Like if you scan something wrong or if
Yeah.
you put something in the thing that whatever. But she wasn't even. I mean, she's wearing a fucking bug. She was wearing a bug mask, like the bug shield. Like the whole.
Yeah.
Like I didn't know if she was welding or what she was doing. She was like she was the only one there, and she's standing out in the middle. And I walk by and I'm like,
Oh my God.
she's got this fucking thing. And I was
Yeah.
like, are you a beekeeper? What are you doing?
Yeah, like.
Where's the bees?
Yeah.
I'm like looking around, fucking bees.
Yeah.
And I go over and I just doop and just start throwing it in. And then as I'm walking away, I hear her yell at me, "Have a blessed night." And I'm like, well,
What the
I'll
fuck?
probably have a more blessed night than you because obviously you have bee problems, lady.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't have any bees.
Yeah.
where I'm going.
Oh my God.
I mean, it's winter in Wyoming. I don't see
Yeah.
no fucking bees.
No bees.
But, wherever you're going, you're the one that needs the blessings. May God be with you.
Yeah.
Or whatever you define him as, but
Oh
Jesus
my
Christ,
God.
you gotta wear that bee mask. It's like, fuck. Especially you didn't have the goddamn gloves
Yeah.
and shit on. I mean, I was like, what in the
No,
fuck?
but-
I would walk past her, what in the fuck is this?
Yeah.
Everybody out there wearing masks again?
No.
No, it's
You know what?
It's the unicorn.
Thankfully-
the Omnicorn.
Thankfully, in liquor store, I don't wear my mask, and I don't expect people to wear theirs. So it's like,
You're behind bulletproof
Yeah.
glass in there too.
no,
Well,
not
you
in
got the
liquor store.
glass and-
Yeah, but that's it. It's just a glass.
Yeah,
And
somebody could hawk a loogie up over that thing and get you good. Somebody, I wonder if that's
Oh my
happened. Do you
God.
think that's happened? Somebody who's had the COVID has gone in and just started spitting on people? Just somebody that's just very spiteful. Just go and start hawking over the top of the fucking over the plexiglass.
you know what?
There you go, have some COVID. Welcome to the vid.
Oh my God.
I mean, welcome to the Omnicron, the Omnibus.
Oh my God.
Welcome to the Omnibus. Welcome to the unicorn. That's what I'm calling it, the unicorn, because our president can't even
Yeah,
pronounce it. So
no.
it's the unicorn. I hope nobody gets the unicorn out there.
Yeah. I mean,
hope
it will
don't.
get around.
I hope
but-
I don't get the unicorn because I had the first one, the second one, and I don't ever get sick either. That's what's funny.
Yeah.
I was watching some shit about prison immunity. You know how like really prisons has been like my buddy. He just got out of state. He had it in there. He said it wasn't even 24 hours. He was fine.
Yeah.
I know when I went in to federal, you got guys from all over the country, and you get sick when you go into
Yeah.
federal, and they don't give you nothing. They don't give you no antibiotics. You go to sick call, you're hawking up yellow shit, you're sick as fuck. They look at you and they go, get some Advil off the commissary. But they do it for a reason because
Yeah.
they want you to get over it, and then once you get over it, you don't get sick again.
Yeah.
I mean, really, you don't. But you watch guys. When anybody comes in and they're new,
Yeah.
I mean, it's a matter of a week, and they're sick as fuck. And then you got to just battle through it.
Yeah.
This is the worst. But then you don't have to worry about it ever again.
Yeah.
And that's what I did with the kid last time he got the strep throat.
Yeah.
I gave him fucking like Flintstones tablets instead of the antibiotics,
Yeah.
and he got over it in the same amount of time.
Yeah.
And hasn't had it since.
Yeah.
I mean, there's something to be said about getting immunity to. I mean, that's why kids should be out playing in the dirt and eating mud.
Yeah.
And drinking fucking mud puddle.
Oh,
water.
I agree 100%. Yeah.
And that's why we should be, the same thing. I mean, you're not gonna if you're locked in a fucking closet.
Yeah.
And that's how I think that's why it spikes so much. You have lockdowns,
Yeah.
and especially in some of these bigger cities, like we didn't really experience it out here, like they did in other places. But I mean, if you're locked in a fucking room, for weeks on end, months on end, however long.
You
and
don't
then
even
you
know.
go out there,
Yeah.
and you're going to get sick
Yeah,
right
just
the
like
fuck
that.
away because your immune system just is shut down. your immune system
Yeah.
flourishes because it's
It's
just,
exposed to people,
well,
yeah.
It's just like the idea of like lifting weights or working out, you know. I mean, as long as you're lifting weight, I mean, you're tearing down those muscle fibers so they can build back stronger.
Yeah.
Your immune system is much the same. I mean, you sit there and you let it deteriorate.
Yeah.
Now I can understand it if it's a goddamn, you know, zombie flu or Ebola, or something,
Yeah.
you know, people bleeding out of their eyes. Maybe you know, I mean,
Yeah.
okay, I don't want to bleed out of my eyes.
No.
Let's not go around that. Let's get rid of that.
Yeah.
But, you know, I mean,
But you know, with COVID, I mean, since I'm traveling to Mexico, I had to get the booster shot.
yeah.
So I went and did that. Andrew, my son, he had to get the COVID shot. So
How old is he?
9.
I was going to say, I thought he was 8 or 9.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
But I mean, we are compliant with that requirement now, so we're okay to travel.
And I think that's just bullshit.
Yeah.
I think it's absolute, but also you're putting yourself on a plane.
Yeah.
And I know the last time I got sick, I was on a flight from Long Beach, and I was in first class, and I'm looking over, and there's this old bag, and she's over there just wheezing and
Yeah.
coughing. I mean, oh God. And it was a smaller flight, so on the first class, it was like the side I was on was just one seat, and then on the other it was 2 up in the first. You know, and I'm sitting there drinking my Belvedere and tonic,
Yeah.
double, just because you know it's first class. I got to
Yeah.
come on, hey. Lovely. Come on, hey, beep, beep. You know, I had 3 of those sucked down before we
Nice.
even took off. But I'm sitting there looking at this lady, and,
Yeah.
and I'm looking at the fucking. You know,
Yeah.
I turned my fan
Yeah, because
off.
there's
I
nowhere
turned
for
that
you to go.
off. I turned that thing off, even though it was Long Beach in the summer, and it was hot on the fucking. You know, before you get going, I turned it off. I'm thinking. You know, I'm watching her cough, and I'm just kind of thinking in my mind of all the
Yeah.
the little globules of gnarly whatever she's
Yeah.
got. And I got home, and it was the next day, man. I was
Yeah.
hacking and coughing. And I was like, oh, God.
Yeah.
You know, and I was like, how do you get on a plane when you're like that?
Yeah.
I mean, she was obviously sicker than fuck.
Yeah. You shouldn't
And
be.
she's with her husband, too. So he's sitting there, and he hasn't said a word. You know, and she's one of these California old... I mean, you know, obviously, she's browbeating him to the point
Yeah.
where he probably doesn't even fucking speak out of turn anymore. You know? She's over there just fucking just hacking up a fucking lung, and I'm just going, oh, God.
Yeah.
I'm in a tin can with this fucking bitch, and the fucking shit is just fucking going through that fucking system,
Yeah.
and it's getting recycled right back down on my fucking head. Great. That's why I
No.
don't want to fly anymore, man.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just like this has turned it into like I'm just happy to be in Wyoming, and I really
Yeah.
don't give a fuck about going anywhere else.
You
If
know,
you want to come visit, come visit.
it's kind of silly, but the only place I go to is Mexico, and that's it.
Go there.
Yeah.
I want to go there with you. That's the one place I really would like to go, man.
Oh yeah, you said that you wanted to go for Dia de los Muertos.
Yeah, I'd love to, man. That'd be great. I've always been fascinated with that holiday.
Yeah.
I mean, it's pretty great. You remember those brothers in Breaking Bad, the 2?
Yeah.
That they were really into
Yeah.
that the whole. It's crazy, man. I mean, I don't know. It's fascinating. And I've watched a lot of the different festivities and parades and things
Yeah.
that go on. And it's just like it's kind of macabre, but it's also kind of cool because people are recognizing the fact that we're all going to die.
Yeah. No.
And people are okay with it.
You know,
and it's
in
like,
Mexico, it's kind of fun because it's like people recognize that you're gonna die, so instead of crying for you, they make it a party. It's like,
right.
and people from the outside are like, "What the fuck are they doing?" And it's like, no, you don't get it. It's like, just shut up and enjoy the festivity. Because
And that's and I mean, really, it should be. I don't know. I mean, anybody that's been around death,
Yeah.
there's. And I was talking to a friend of mine yesterday, and he had the same experience that I had when he just recently got COVID for the first time. Only he was a very heavy smoker,
okay,
you know, and I've been riding his ass for a long time about quitting that shit, you know. Because when I got it, I mean,
yeah,
I'm in fairly decent shape, and it damn near took me out. And he and I had almost very similar experiences where we had like the out of body stop breathing.
yeah,
And when he was telling me about it yesterday, I just let him tell a story, and it was like almost exactly the same as mine. And it was because of somebody having like physical human touch with him while he was leaving his body. He said he felt no pain, and he was just he said he was like kind of like just like, huh. And that's how I was when I was leaving. It was just, and if it hadn't been for somebody being there, like hit me in the chest and tell me to start breathing again, I don't think I would have come back. I would have been gone.
yeah,
And it wouldn't have mattered to me because at the time when it was happening, I mean, I was
No.
leaving and I was just like, I remember thinking, okay.
Yeah. No,
It
for
was
me,
like there was no pain, there was no nothing. It was just like I was just on my way to wherever I was going next, and I mean, I couldn't have felt more at peace with it all.
yeah.
There was no, you know, I wasn't like scrambling. I wasn't fearful. I wasn't like, you know, like in a state of shock and like
Yeah.
I'm dying. I mean, it didn't even seem like that. It was just like I'm looking at myself laying there and I'm
Like,
going
huh.
away, and then, you know, there's somebody there hitting me, yelling at me to start breathing again, and as soon as I saw that, I was like, boom! I was like,
Yeah.
I got sucked back and went, and came back. And he said the same thing. He said he was floating away, and he said there was a nurse that happened to be in his room because he was in the hospital. He was
Yeah.
that bad. And he said the same thing. He said he quit breathing, and he said he was just doing the same thing. He said he was just floating away, looking at himself, and apparently this nurse was trying to just tell him it was going to be okay. And I guess
Yeah.
she was like, he said like one of his feet was sticking out of the blanket or out of the sheet, and she was sitting there, and he'd been in there. She got to know him. I mean, this wasn't any kind of a like weird
Yeah.
sexual thing or anything like that, but she was like rubbing it. He said she was like rubbing his foot a little bit. And he said he saw that and
Like he felt
and then he came
yeah.
back in, and I was like, wow, what a weird experience. But so I don't really have any
No.
fear of it, and we shouldn't.
Yeah.
I mean, it's it's difficult because I think what we have a hard time with is that people who do pass away, you know, we don't understand it.
Yeah.
And that's what's difficult because it's something beyond our comprehension, and we won't understand it until it.
And you know what? I'm okay with not understanding it, and that's what
Well, there's a
that's
purpose.
what
There's a
blows my
purpose.
wife's mind because she's like, "No, you should embrace the gospel." And I'm like, "No, fuck the gospel. It's like it's not real. It's like,
Yeah. No, I was talking to a buddy yesterday
Yeah.
on the phone, and we were talking about that. And he was talking about how he needs to get his shit together and make plans and be, you know, be ready for the future. And I said, why? I said, dude, the future doesn't exist.
the future is now."
I said, yeah. I said,
Yeah.
dude, I said, what we have right now is the present tense, and it's already passed us
Yeah.
by with me saying those words.
Yeah.
I said, so yesterday didn't happen. It doesn't matter. I said, in the future, it's already happened.
Yeah.
And I'm like, all you have is right now. So I said, why aren't you you need to live your full life
Yeah.
right now.
Yeah.
And so many people that I talk to,
It's
in
like
life,
always
they're like-
planning for the
they're
future.
Like, well, if I can do
Yeah.
this, if I can do that, then I hope to do this. And it's like,
Yeah.
dude, you might not fucking live past your next Walmart visit
Yeah.
because you can be sitting there looking at the fucking goddamn dates on a fucking gallon of milk, and some crazy motherfucker
Yeah.
comes in and
And
fucking
shoots you.
starts fucking blowing
Yeah.
off shots. And dude, your cherry pie all over the glass, and you're done. You're gone. You're out. You're peace
Yeah.
out. And what better way to go? Painless.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that if there's a way to go, you get shot in the back of the head when you don't know what's coming.
Yeah.
I mean, really, it's
Yeah.
lights out.
It's
I
like
don't
that.
know.
Yeah.
I don't know how long consciousness goes on, but I think once your brain is fucking
Probably goes on for like,
They say that when you get decapitated,
yeah.
there was God, I have to look it up. There was a lady. This is back when they had.
Isn't
the
it like
the
25
guillotine.
seconds? And
They said,
Yeah.
back when they had the guillotine,
yeah.
there's a number of stories of people having their head chopped off and then like laying there and looking like people
Yeah,
saying
at
their
their body,
names,
yeah.
people saying their names, and they're looking. They like would move their eyes and look at them.
Yeah.
And there was one lady that she had knifed some dude, and apparently this doctor at the time had gone to the beheading, and he wanted to find out like,
Yeah.
is there still something that goes on after the head is detached from the body? And this woman, they did the thing, and he was saying her name, and from what he wrote down, that she was looking right at him when he said her name
Yeah.
and giving him this look of just anger.
Yeah.
And then the lights went out. But yeah, it was like 25, 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Can you imagine being the guy that's your job to drop that fucking
Oh
thing?
my God.
Dude, how much of a fucked up individual. Or back when they would do the axe.
Oh my God. That's
That
even
guy,
worse.
Can
Yeah.
you imagine being that guy? Dude, you gotta
I mean,
be a
you
sick,
gotta be really
twisted
fucked up.
fuck.
Yeah.
I mean, how does one get into that fucking racket?
I have no
How do you
fucking
become-
idea.
How
But
do you become the axe man? How do you become that guy?
yeah.
How do you take that job? You got to be a sick,
Yeah.
twisted motherfucker. And then and
Because just to
you get
keep doing
hired
it
by the
over and
motherfucking-
over. It's
You're
like,
getting hired by the fucking king.
yeah.
Back then, it's like the king got. I mean, the people were fucked up. Man.
Oh yeah.
Burning people at the stakes and shit. I mean, that's like these fucking ISIS motherfuckers.
Yeah.
I mean, that's how sick and twisted they are. I I mean,
Oh my God.
The United States has been involved with. I mean, there was torture and waterboarding and shit
Yeah.
like that going on. But I mean, I've watched footage of those guys in ISIS and shit driving down the fucking highways and just fucking hopping up
Yeah.
out the fucking out the sunroof with machine guns and just randomly just fucking blowing people away. And that's as good as they're gonna get, because a lot of times
Yeah.
they fucking are worse than that, sitting there with a rusty knife fucking sawing your head off. How are you gonna do that to somebody?
I just can't imagine it.
I mean, you gotta have some.
Yeah.
There's some fucking scary things in your closet if you're doing that shit. And then to be the victim of that is, I mean, that's gotta be it.
Oh, yeah.
That's gotta be it. I mean, it's like, you know what? I mean, I'm not scared of death. You want to take me out, whatever. But you know, it's like, I mean, if I want to take somebody out, if I'm in that position, it's like I'm not gonna do some fucking
No.
shit like that. I mean, I've seen videos of these cartels. They take
Yeah.
they take dudes' families and fucking hack them up in front of them.
Oh my God.
And they gotta sit there and watch that shit. And
I
then,
don't know
and
if
then
you-
they hack them to pieces slowly at a time. They fucking harvest their fucking organs and shit.
Yeah,
while
no,
they're still
but
alive.
I don't know if you heard of this case. It happened in like 1998 or whatever, but they kidnapped a guy from high school and they sent a piece one finger at a time
Yeah.
each day. It's like,
Yeah.
who on earth does that? It's like,
You got to be sick and twisted.
Yeah.
You know, but I mean, when you're in that position too, and they say this is what you're going to do, or this is what's going to happen to you, and I think that cartels and
Yeah.
people like that are in that kind of power, they're able to leverage people into doing awful things
Yeah.
because they threaten. They threaten to do those things to their family. Like if you're a man that you've got a wife and kids at home, and they say, "Look, this is what you're going to do to this motherfucker
Yeah.
over here. We're going to go do that to your fucking wife and your kids, and you're going to watch, and then we're going to do it to you."
yeah,
Now, what route
Yeah.
do you go down?
yeah.
You can't run. You can't hide.
Then you listen.
What do you do?
Yeah,
What do you do? That's a tough place to be, man.
Yeah.
And that unfortunately happens. There was a kid I was locked up with, man. He had 28 years, a youngster, and he was always happy as shit. He's a Paisa. I can't remember which state he was from.
Coahuila or Chihuahua,
It wasn't Chihuahua. It was
Sinaloa.
yeah, he's from St. Louis. And he was always really happy, and I knew he was involved with the cartel.
Yeah.
he was. He had 28 years, you know. And I asked him one day. I said, "Youngster," I said, how come you're always so happy, man?" I
Yeah.
said, "Dog," I said, "you got 28 fucking years, dude." I said, "You're a young man." And he's like, "Mike," he goes, "the reason I'm so happy is because you know what? I got 28 years to live." He goes, "Because the day I get out, I'm dead.
Yeah.
I'm dead." And I'm like, "What?" He's like, he goes, I ain't get out of this. I'm dead. He goes, in here, I'm okay. So I'm happy. And I'm like, all right, dog, pound it out, you know? I mean, I was thinking, God damn, that's what this kid, you know, I mean, maybe he was 24, 25.
Yeah.
So he's looking at getting out at, 52, 53 years old, and he's dead.
If he even wants to get out, because by that point he might.
Yeah, and he probably has done something to that.
Yeah.
I mean, and that's the thing. Once a guy's in for that long, they don't want to get out anyway because the outside world's so scary,
Yeah.
and especially if he might somebody from the cartel might get him inside anyways.
Yeah.
But I was just like, damn, to be that age and be wrapped up into
Yeah.
into a situation like that at that age, that early in life, that you know that you're better off doing 28 years
Yeah.
in the joint
Then getting out.
than
Yeah.
being a free man, because you know if you're free that you're dead.
Yeah.
And it's not a quick death either. That's the fucking fucked up thing with those guys.
Yeah.
I mean, it's one thing you take a guy and just
Oh
you
yeah.
do like the mob.
Yeah. It's like a quick shot
guys
to
in
the head and
back seat,
that's it.
just,
Yeah.
You don't even see it. Guys just
Yeah.
and lights out. But these motherfuckers are just brutal.
Yeah.
I mean, it's vicious. And to be on, I mean, I don't know.
No,
It's pretty crazy, man. Pretty crazy.
I've got to show you some videos because.
I don't know if I want to see them. I've seen enough of them.
Oh my
man.
gosh.
I mean,
No,
oh God.
I'll show you some Mexican videos, like real.
I've
fucked
seen
up
it.
videos, yeah.
I've got buddies that are involved in.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've had him. I had one friend. I told him, I said, "Quit sending me this fucking shit, dude. I don't want to see this shit no more."
Oh my gosh.
I mean, just disturbing.
Yeah.
Like, fuck me up all day watching that shit. You know, I'd see it and go, oh my God, you know? And I mean, you're realizing that's a real fucking...
Yeah. Yeah, it's the worst thing. It's like,
Well,
wait, did they just do that to that person? It's like, what the fuck?
Yeah. There's no respect or regard for life whatsoever.
Anyways.
But I don't know. On that note, I guess, you know, I was trying to take it out on a happy note.
Yeah.
Hey, I don't know. God, I don't even have anything on here that's... Fuck.
I'm sorry.
Fuck it.
I'm sorry about talking about this.
No, I was the
oh
one.
my God.
I was the one who brought it up.
It's just,
I don't know.
it just bothers me because it's like...
I'm trying to think about something to talk about lollipops or fucking miniature golf or something. Go play some miniature golf. I don't know. Do something.
Yeah.
Go. I don't know. Kick rocks. Later.
Yeah.
From Coyote, Wyoming.
Yeah.
Peace out.
See you guys.
Later days, Willie Mays. Oh my.
I wish I wasn't fat.
I wish I wasn't gay.
I wish I wasn't black.
I wish that I was brave.
I wish with every candle on the cake that I could quit doing these drugs, but I can't and I'm afraid.
I wish that I was smart.
I wish that I was rich.
I wish it wasn't hard for me to grow up and forgive.
I wish that I could help.
I wish I wasn't sick.
I wish I was Tom McDonald. I'd be just like him.
I wish I wasn't sober. I miss it when the party wasn't over. Happiness was right around the corner. Every single night was like the best one of our lives. Now we're older. The good old days are out of reach. I wish that they were closer. I wish I wasn't anxious and I wish I could fast forward. And I wish that I could rewind, but they don't make that controller. I wish the nights were longer and I wish the days were shorter. And I wish that I could sleep enough to maintain my composure. I feel crazy. I wish that I was normal. I wish that I could kill myself but also be immortal. Take me to the oracle. I heard that time is borrowed. Can you give me back my yesterdays? I'll give you my tomorrows. Forget all of my morals and just live like I cannot remember sorrow. Before all of the tattoos and the cornrows, I was different, I was happy, I was calmer, I was young and full of hormones. Now I'm wishing for a time machine, I'd step into that portal and be gone.
I wish on shooting stars, or were they satellites? Maybe they were too far. Hey, ooh, nah, nah. I must have blown apart a million dandelions. Now they don't grow in my yard. Hey, ooh, nah, nah.
I wish I didn't care about the day that I'd be buried. Used to live like I was ready for it, always in a hurry. Now I'm worried, all my memories are blurry. I'm just barely turning 30 and the voices in my head are trying to hurt me. The choices that I made make me feel dirty. I was 25 or 13, I was smoking with the seniors, drinking beer and getting flirty. Now the Ativan ain't working, I need something even stronger. Give me childhood, my mother and my father and my sister, and a Christmas to make up for all the recent ones I'm missing while I'm touring the country for a living. Give me a hug and a Nintendo and a toy box in the closet. Give me everything I wish I had. Oh wait, I think I got it. I'm a rapper like I always promised them I would accomplish. This is awesome, man. I wish I had a friend to tell. I'd call him, man. I wonder if I jump from here, if I'd survive the bottom, and would everyone believe me if I told them I had fallen? I'ma jump.
I wish on shooting stars, or were they satellites? Maybe they were too far. Hey, ooh, nah, nah. I must have blown apart a million dandelions. Now they don't grow in my yard. Hey, ooh, nah, nah.
I wish we were kids again, before everything was on Instagram. Ayo, things were so simple then. Me, my tree fort, all of my friends. Way back when on Beaver Drive, when the floor was lava, I could fly. Ayo, wished I was big like then. Never thought I'd wanna be a kid again.